The following thoughts, opinions, and outlandish takes from the hosts are for entertainment purposes only. Sometimes we joke, sometimes we get passionate, sometimes we get loud, and yes, sometimes we might even get it wrong. But at the end of the day, we're just talking. Don't take us serious. We are trained talkers with zero accountability. Enjoy the show. Heavy as the Head podcast.
Yo, welcome back.
What up,
back.
y'all? What up?
So another episode of Heavy as the Head podcast, man. You already know who in the building, man. We got Mr. Avion Prime to my left.
Prime, baby.
And you know I'm Cognac P. And we got a special guest in the building, Jay Lynn.
We got you, Jay Lynn.
Juice, if you know her. But Jalyn, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I know it's the last minute, but thank you for locking in with us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right.
You know how we start every episode. You know we got to take this shot. And if you're at the crib, you got to take one with us. We appreciate you. Like, follow, subscribe, comment. We talk back. We get it.
Subscribe, Heavy as the Head podcast, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Get in them comments, man. Y'all stop talking about LeBron, man. Figure out something else. Talk about Usher.
We got to talk about that for sure. That's later on. But we know how we start every episode. We're going to start off crown or clown.
Crown of Clown, COC.
COC. Topic 1. That Tuskegee University bans Bonnets and Durags. So Tuskegee University recently announced.
What is Tuskegee?
Tuskegee. Yeah, you're right. I'm saying Tuskegee. I'm talking about Baddies.
Baddies.
Hey, Baddies. Golly. That's that drink already. You talking about Baddies? What you? Who the heaviest hitter on Baddies?
Heaviest hitter. I ain't gonna lie.
Big Lex.
If she not drunk, Ivory.
Big Ivory. I'll give it to Ivory.
Or Tuskegee, if y'all know, if y'all seen the episode, she did that girl so dirty. She was murdering that girl. Tuskegee might be the biggest one.
I'm gonna go.
If they not drunk.
I'm gonna go with top 5 right here. You ready? Ivory.
Okay.
Tuskegee.
Right.
Big Lex. It was, what's her name? I like Bad Dolly, but also what's the other one? She used to be fighting DTP all the time. Now they cool.
Oh, Tinka.
Tinka Bella.
Okay. I can see that.
That's it. I know Ken don't know about this, but you know this the Baddies core. This the Baddies tea.
It's Prime,
Yeah,
baby.
We had to bring her on for the Baddies tea. Hey, the tea hour. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good top
all
5
right.
though. That's a good one.
Yeah, Baddies. Oh yeah, for sure. You watch Bad Boys?
I watch that too.
Hey,
Yeah.
I watch it too, man. You know,
Yeah.
All
I
right,
gotta
man.
get in the drama. You know what I'm saying? What they do? What they be doing? Hey, I be in the drama. I'll be in the drama now. I'll be in the tea.
I mean, drama, hey.
So, but hey, let's get back to a point, man.
Tuskegee.
To see.
You about to say
What
it
is?
again.
Yeah, I want to say it again. It's that drink, man. We ain't got that crown. We on that tequila today. To kill you. All
To
right.
kill you.
Tuskegee. Tuskegee Airman. No, what is it? Tuskegee University.
Everything podcast, man. We're
Here we
going to
go,
get it
man. I'm
together.
stop playing. Tuskegee University recently announced a stricter campus dress code, ban of bonnets, durags, slides, and other overall casual attire around campus. University officials say it's about professionalism, discipline, and protecting the image of one of the country's most respected HBCUs. Supporters say standards matter. Critics say grown adults paying tuition shouldn't have any policing on what they wear. So how y'all feel? Crown or clown?
Man, I'm gonna go in on this one. I know Crown of Clown supposed to be short, but man, I had an experience, man. I went to Central State University my first year in college. It's a historic black college, as y'all know. And I made the basketball team. And I had the AI, had the long hair and everything like that, man. And long story short, before the first game, a couple days before the first game, coach came to me. Was like, "Hey, you notice anything different about you and everybody else on the team?" And I was like, "No, like we all just here balling." To me, he was like, "Yeah, man, the hair." And that was the first time I looked around. Everybody had either bald head or fades. And I was like, "So what he like before I can even say anything, he was like, "Yeah, get your hair cut before the first game or you won't be playing." And I just thought that shit was crazy because it was a black college, dog.
Right.
And, like, it wasn't even nothing offensive. Like, I ain't had, like, no crazy shit going on, maybe some straight to the backs. Wasn't doing nothing crazy, man. But, like, for it to be a black college, I just felt disrespected, man.
Right.
Like, what are we doing, dog? So, like, I feel the same way about this shit. Like, the Durags, the Bonnets, like, they ain't in a job. They going to school to learn. They might not ever have a job. They might be entrepreneurs here or other, professions, creators, you know what I mean? Where that stuff don't really matter. It's about being authentically you, and you trying to take that away from people to make everybody, one and the same, which just ain't us to me. So like, that's why we go to historic black college. If they wanted to go to Stanford or they wanted to go to anywhere else, they would have did that. So I'm off my soapbox, man. It's some clown shit, dog. That's all I want to say.
Oh, so I went to culinary school, and we had to be in uniform. Like I couldn't wear no lashes, no makeup, no nothing. Like, and we all had to look the same. So how I was taught, like, you walk into that classroom like you're ready to apply for a job.
Yes, chef.
Now you go to other other schools though, and you see these white kids wearing their pajama pants and they Crocs. Like they can wear wherever they want, and they don't say anything about that. I think it's just a society that we're in now. We're already looked at a certain way. So I think they just want to get us out of that bad light. I'm gonna have to say crown. I don't know.
I'm with you, Kim. I'm going clown though. Cause I feel like when we at school, like we ain't. I understand y'all want to as professional, but we had their kids there at school. You know what I'm saying? They here just to learn, and I feel like them wearing whatever bonnets, durags, slides, pajama pants to class is a learning experience. Now, if they got a presentation, I'm pretty sure they'll dress up for that.
Right. I respect that. Yeah, you got to give me a presentation.
They go up there in a durag or something.
Yeah,
if you in a durag doing your presentation, I'm like, all right, I understand.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure anything that's like professionalism, they gonna dress up. They gonna dress the part.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I said, we go to the HBCUs to be a part of the culture amongst our people. Like, you shouldn't be policing us like I'm going to a like Stanford, Duke, or North Carolina. Don't police my clothing because I'm here amongst my people. I should be able to wear this is us. This is our culture. We do this.
Same point Jalyn just made. They go to their college and they around in flip flops, pajamas, all type of crazy stuff,
All crazy
mullets
stuff.
and stuff that represents them, right? And they feel comfortable with, and this is just, and we all accept that. That's just them being them. And that's my problem with the whole thing is they can just be them, but then we gotta everywhere we go.
We still gotta be to today's standard.
If you're going to a job interview, man, be mature and dress professionalism. Dress according to whatever the job is. But not everybody is even trying to do that. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to force somebody down some sort of corporate path when I might be in school to be whatever. You know what I mean? I might not be there to be all of that. So now I gotta dress like you.
It's remind me of like back in the day when they used to be like, hey, you can't act that way because you got all these white folks act right. And I'm like, it's like we in 2026 now. I thought we was like everything was we supposed to be getting to a social norm. Like this is us. It's our culture. So let us be us.
Yeah. It's just a bad example, man.
I feel like
as an organization.
I feel like especially for a black college, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as an organization, you calling yourself black, it's like, what difference are you making just to make us like everything else?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Come on now.
Like, okay, put some parameters around it and say be you, but hey, here's some things that, when you go into this particular setting, you need to dress according to this setting. But like somebody can't go to breakfast and they do rag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's wild to me.
Yeah. So we got 2 clowns and a crown, right? So you know what to do. Jump in the comments.
No, we good. We locked it in. We broke the tie. It ain't no tie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It ain't no tie. It's over.
Some clown shit.
It's
some clown shit. Sure. Jalyn tried. For all y'all that thought it was some clown shit, Jalyn tried. But
you tried.
Nah, it's clown shit.
So, all right, topic number 2. So, Walmart parking lot turns deli. So, a fight between 2 women in a Las Vegas Walmart parking lot escalated over one woman called her husband and one told him to pull up with a gun. So he arrived armed, police responded. The husband ended up shot and killed. So now the wife is now sits in jail facing serious charges. So I know, sorry if the dude lost his life, but is it a crown or clown on like, I'm going to spin this because it sounds crazy once I read it.
That's messed up.
Crown or clown basically like calling your husband to the deadly situation. You know what I'm saying? The husband supposed to go defend his wife, but, oh man. Terrible right?
so I'm trying to
yeah,
I want to help you out.
I read it, like, woo. Damn.
So was it a threat? Was her wife in a threat
like,
of life or death when she called him and told him to bring the gun?
Situation, a woman is arguing with a dude or people they call their husband. Don't get my husband to come and shoot you up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That type of situation.
But was she in a threat or just an argument with another man?
They was fighting. He came with his gun and he ended up getting.
No, I mean like before she told her husband to get there. Was it a physical? There was a threatening altercation.
I heard it was like they started arguing. They started tussling when they was all there, and then he ended up getting shot.
Oh,
And
you mean like prior to like the whoever the woman was
They was
getting
going back and
into
forth,
it
and they
with?
called him. Then
Okay.
when they was here, then they started fighting. Then he got
That
shot.
is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like we heard
You
many
called your
situations,
heaviest hitter.
and he ended up getting killed. So it's like,
I think you got to be careful with that because you making it look like a hit when you say come bring your gun and everything like that. Come help me out. I'm in an altercation.
that's why
I
she's
need
sitting
some
in jail
help.
now too.
Now he could have came with it and said, hey, yeah, he was out of control. I had to, do what I had to do. But for her to come and they're not in that type of situation, tell him to come bring a gun, she escalated it.
She did.
And now she's setting him up to look like he executed my man on her behalf, which ain't self-defense. You know what I mean? So like,
but he ended up getting killed though.
oh shit.
Yeah, he got killed. He called her. She called him up, and he got killed.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is wrong. I'm trying to help you out in the scenario
it's
and
kinda
everything
crazy,
like
but,
that. But
I know it was a crazy scenario I just picked.
so,
I'm gonna go clown. I could go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say clown.
It's clown because like I feel like women, even men, like you call your homeboy, hey, come bring a gun. Like you gotta be just like be good judge of the situation. Like you call your homeboy, ladies call their dudes, their fathers, brothers, city situations, and there's chance like your brother may be the big bad, but that nigga may be big bad too.
but here's my thing. That was her husband, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying if he got called and he got killed, and she was on the verge of being killed,
Then
I feel like that's crown shit. Like
but-
she called her person that's supposed to protect her, and unfortunately didn't go his way. I'm not saying that he wasn't, whatever, because anybody can die, right?
Right.
Like I
Anybody
don't
can
care who
die.
you are. He could have been the toughest guy in the world, but a gun is a gun, and whoever landed that first right shot, that's just how it go. But it's unfortunate. But like, if she felt her life was on the line, obviously it probably was. If he ended up killing her husband and they were getting into it, like it must have been to a situation
I don't
where
know. I think they started fighting, but the police came though. And they started fighting, so it's like it's kind of tricky water. I don't know.
If I don't fully understand it, so I don't want to speak too hard on it. But if I can make an assumption that they were in a very serious
I
argument,
got this from Charlamagne, man. That's what
if I can make an
I got it from-
assumption that they were in a very serious, almost physical situation, right? Like, not saying he was about to shoot her, but like it sounded like it was getting to like some tussling going on,
It was,
right?
Yeah, like the fight.
Yeah. So she didn't know how far it's gonna go.
But
She
that's-
called her
I was
husband.
like, but if you could still walk away from that. Like if they just fighting and stuff, it's just fisticuffs, you could walk away from that.
I don't know what he's saying though. He
But
might be like,
It
you
was-
turn
it
around,
was-
I'll knock
it
you
was-
out.
I read it was like she was arguing with some ladies and the dude, a guy, and then she called her husband. Then he came.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know the story probably better than I do, man. But if I'm gonna make that assumption that she felt her life was on the line, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
understand that.
say crown shit because who else you
I'm
gonna call?
I'm
I mean the
going
police,
clown.
yeah,
I'm
but
I'm going clown.
I'm going crown.
Got your husband killed.
I mean, she ain't. I don't think that was her intention.
Jalen.
I'm gonna have to, if I'm assuming how the situation goes, because I didn't think about that. Like, was she on that? How I'm hearing it is like she was on it like, oh, I'm about to call my husband and handle you. Because I have seen and heard of a lot of situations like that where a woman is going back and forth with a man. One thing I'm not gonna do is argue with no man. You can go talk to my daddy. Like, I'm not about to argue with no man. And a lot of females do get tough with men and they end up calling somebody. And I've never heard of a situation going left like that where she end up in jail and her dude end up in the ground. But I mean,
Yeah,
you got to learn how to walk away from situations. I'm never going to like add more fuel to the fire. I'm leaving. So I'm going to have to say clown.
Yeah, I respect
for her
that. You
loss.
got to be in a de-escalation mode when you not in a position of power. Where you can't
Exactly.
control it. You got to be trying to de-escalate. I do respect that, man. And remind me of my sister, man. I got so many fights with my sister, man. She used to call me into everything.
That's back then,
running
though.
off
Back
all
then,
the
that's when
time with
FaZe was
somebody,
had.
dude, and then be like, "I'm going to get my brother." I'm like,
back then, FaZe was had though.
and your dad don't want to hear none of that. Don't ask no questions. You just got to go handle it. Ain't no like, what you arguing for? What? Nah, you just go fight. You come back and be yelling at her like, what the hell? You know what I
Right,
mean?
what you
like,
get me into?
it got me so many fights.
Right.
More fights than I got in for myself, for my sister, man.
I respect.
Because there's no words at that point. It's like, I don't know what she did, but
I gotta go. I
it's-
gotta go catch this thing.
ain't no words. Me, I could be like, hey, yo,
I absolutely have to. So, all right, you got a
Uh,
crown? I said clown.
I went with crown. Yeah, I went with
What
crown
you go?
because of my
Crown.
assumptions on it. But
Crown.
yeah,
I'm going to have to say clown.
So 2 clowns, or the clowns got it, man.
yeah.
So, hey, that's it.
Okay,
That's
okay.
wrap it up for Crown of Clown. I was gonna bring
I
that
like it.
that Brittany Renner, but I ain't really know how to spin it. Like I know she's spazzing out on AK.
Clown. No,
she spazzing out academics, and like she got to move back to the mom's crib. And PJ, she doing stuff. I ain't gonna really. PJ, she talking about PJ, talking about he ain't trying to.
Oh, her, see.
Yeah, her ex-husband saying he married old girl to make her. She said something crazy though. She said he's still married to old girl to make her mad, to make her jealous or something. Like kind of delusional shit you on, but that's.
Y'all know she delusional.
Hey, I don't know. That's Brittany. Hey, she missed her. I don't know. She missed her back. But anyway, let's go. Hey, that's it for Chronic Clown. We're gonna go on to the topics.
Let's get it.
So, hey, I was out one time and I heard this girl say, she like, if my man cheats on me and I cheat back, it cancel out. So apparently she believes once both people cheat, everybody start back at zero. So I gotta ask y'all, is that like, I'm gonna ask you, is that how people think?
What kind of foolishness that is? I ain't doing that. Somebody cheat on me, I'm gone. No, I'm not doing no tit for tat.
Trying to get a lick back.
Nah, hell no.
I'm with that. I ain't doing no ticket for tat. It's a waste of time. But if the scenario is both people cheated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying, okay, we both cheated. We start back at zero. You never really start back at zero. You know what I mean? Like once y'all both cheat, it's the doors is wide open.
The scoreboard
you know what I
keep
mean?
going.
It's just who gonna score the most
Yeah.
or the least, depending on where you at with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
like it's a game.
yeah,
Yeah.
it becomes the loyalty and all the other stuff just go out of the window, man. So
Like-
I don't see where she get the logic from. It sounds like some toxic shit though.
like bird on the ground type stuff. But it's like, cause I'm with y'all. Like I don't see it fixing that. All I do is like, if you a toxic relationship, all it's gonna do is cause him to go back out there and keep going. And it's gonna be keep on like y'all upping the score on each other.
Yeah.
Like, well, you cheating.
What's the point?
Yeah, you cheating. I'm gonna cheat on you. Now y'all up there fighting, putting hands on each other. It's like it's gonna become a super
What's the
toxic
point?
thing.
Yeah, what's the point?
So I don't know. Maybe I don't know some younger stuff or like I said, this.
Just be friends.
Yeah, be friends.
Y'all still can have time together and everything else like that. But at that point, if you're not trying to be serious and do it a certain type of way, a way that if y'all calling it cheating, by the way, because like if two people ain't calling it cheating, they just saying, yeah, we can have people on the side. Okay, and should nobody be mad at that. But if y'all both saying that that's off limits and y'all both cheating, what are y'all doing?
Right.
It's like, just give it up.
I agree. I'm with you 100% because I don't feel like once somebody cheat, the relationship over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm going to just keep having that thought in the back of my head. Like, every time that man walk outside, he about to go, no, I ain't doing that. I got to be able to trust you.
I heard girls say, like, dudes, somehow dudes can get more done in the 24 hours than a woman can. You heard that saying?
I've experienced it.
They said somehow dudes be out the same 24 hours, but they can get a whole bunch of, they can go cheat, go to work, and still come back to the crib with their girl. It's like they got extra hours in the day compared to women because they be still cheating. Hey, niggas Batman, man. You know? Nigga, y'all saving the world that night. But hey, I don't know how you do. You know, black men don't cheat, but I don't know, man. But is leaving a relationship harder than getting revenge?
Yeah, for sure. Revenge is easy.
Yeah,
you can just go out and do anything quick.
Yeah.
Or social media is a thing now. You can get your revenge that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. Leaving takes you take a lot of that on yourself because you losing something. You know, that other person, they done cheated on you. They got they got something else going on. So you take a lot of that stress on yourself by leaving. But I think you grow stronger over time because of that. You know, because you feel confident about yourself and going into the next relationship. Like, yeah, I stood up for myself, everything like that. You ain't just let nobody run over you. But it's hard up front to just walk away, especially when that person already is clearly interacting with somebody else and you not. And now you got to start that process all over again. But it's the right thing to do, man. You don't lose out on nothing but some toxic shit for the rest of your life by staying in that situation.
Especially, like, I know I be seeing online, like, when ladies get ready to leave, at the dude cheated and how the nigga be going through his mental breakdown, end up crying, threatening he gonna kill himself, having tantrums on the floor and stuff. You ever had a dude throw a tantrum over you?
Oh my God.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
had.
and I'm like, that is not attractive at all. You are
get
not
the ick.
emotionally regulated. I gotta get the fuck out.
You got the ick on him, huh?
Yeah, I got the ick. I've had men try to use their mamas. The mama tactic don't work on me.
What Offset said, my grandma died. What did he say?
What was that?
What did he say? My grandma died.
Yeah, I'm going through a lot right now. I don't give a damn.
My grandma died. Hey man, Offset, it worked for Offset.
Absolutely
he
not.
kept Cardi B around. You know, my grandma died, man. You know,
I need somebody here for me right now. Well, it ain't gonna be me. Go call your mama.
Yeah. Are you saying that in all situations? Or are you saying that in a situation where it was clear they need to take accountability? And then they coming back instead of taking that accountability and saying, "Oh, it's all these other external things."
Yeah, it's always something.
You wasn't
else.
there for him, man, when he was out there. You wasn't there for him.
Man, I was
trying to save
there.
the world. And they were saying he came across Catwoman, and she was.
Absolutely not. I just, the older you get, you have to learn when to walk away. When a situation is not for you, I'm not gonna have anybody manipulate me because I let you back in, and later down the line, you gonna show me that you ain't never changed. I ain't doing that back and forth with nobody.
Yeah, time, man. Ain't no point in wasting that time.
You never get that back. It's some time you wasted. Yeah. So I agree. So let's move on to Ant-Man. Ant-Man's Anthony Edwards' baby mama, what's her name? Ayesha Howard is back in the headlines after speaking out following a judge ordering Edwards to pay $3,000 a month in child support. She argues that nearly half of black children grow up without a resident father and claims Anthony has consistently avoided taking responsibility, according to Ayesha. Anthony told her he didn't want the child, offered money for an abortion, never signed the birth certificate, and took each of his children's mothers to court instead of allowing them to pursue child support through the normal process. Ayesha also tried to relocate to California in an attempt to file for higher child support payments. However, the judge dismissed the case after ruling that Ayesha failed to prove that she was a resident of California. The judge also reported labeled her, something. Labeled her that she kept on filing frivolous claims and told her she can't file no more. Like,
you wasting our money and time.
Come up here, doing it.
Yeah.
So now the internet split. He said some people believe Anthony made his position clear from the start. Others say once child is born, your responsibility changes regardless of how the pregnancy happened. So let's talk about it. Anthony Edwards is out. So if someone tell you from day one that they don't want a child, how much responsibility falls on each person once the baby is born?
I think that's an equal thing. I'm sorry, you laying down with a woman, you could say anything in the world like that. You know the outcome of that. You need to have that conversation prior to and really know who that woman is, because there is a lot of women out here. They're going to be like, oh, well, I want a baby. I ain't one of them. Fuck them kids. But
damn, MJ quote.
but you have to really be mindful on who you're laying down with. So at the end of the day, it does fall on both of them. Like, she wrong as hell because you knew from day one he told you he didn't want no kids, or when you found out you was pregnant. So I mean, unfortunately, she's gonna have to deal with that on the hard way. But it does fall on both of them.
I agree. I'm with you. Like, even though he said from when you got pregnant day one, you told him you was pregnant, like, I don't want to hear the money for abortion. And, like, still fall on both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards, I feel like he should step up, but I know he probably doing it out of spite because, I told you this was going to happen. So I got to stand 10 toes down and show you that this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I know he is in some of his kids' lives already. But
yeah. I don't know what he said. I'm going to take it a different angle. I ain't saying that I disagree with y'all. I'm just adding more fuel to the fire, whatever you want to call it. But it's crazy because when a man doesn't want to have a baby and pregnancy, woman gets pregnant, there's nothing else for him to do. He can't go out and get an abortion.
True.
You know what I mean? He doesn't have that right or ability. Even if he says going into it, hey, yeah, they said what we own. If she tell him, oh, I'm going to get a plan B if something happened, all of that stuff can be true. And she still decided to have the baby, especially with him being in the situation that he's in. And then we're all looking at him like, but it's a kid that's alive and everything else like that. It's only the women that have the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to do this, and abort the baby. And then we're all supportive of that. Even if the man is like, no, that's my child. I want to have that child. I'll take the child myself, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Got no say so, no nothing. You know what I mean? And in this case, it sounded like Anthony Edwards was trying to do everything to say, I'm not trying to be a part of this. You know what I mean? Like, you can have my money, but, my time, my energy, effort, everything else is going somewhere else. And we still sitting here saying he wrong for that. You know what I mean? Like, again, if it was not the conversation up front and it was not every effort that he made to try to not have a child, I would be like, yeah, 100%. You need to be in a child's life. But what other options do men really have to prevent, this situation from happening? I don't support it because if I'm having my children and I'm going to be there in their life every step of the way.
Right.
Like, let's make that clear. But in his sort of situation, when you hear about the effort he made up front to even stop the child from being born, and he can't abort the baby, where does he, what other options does he have? Okay, I'm going to make sure the child financially is good, but like I told you, I'm not trying to have a child.
I do agree with that. I feel like if he did say he don't want to have a child, and if he don't want to sign a birth certificate and he signed up for all his rights, I feel like he should be done. Like, he could pay whatever the fine they hit him with, and once he pay it, he done with it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, other than that, then you going back and like, what does he do? He can't legally up front say, yeah, you got to get an abortion because he said he giving up his rights and everything else. So the child ain't gonna have a father. So you got to now force an abortion on a woman. You can't do that. So if she goes forward, understanding that he is not trying to be a part of this child's life, she got to go forward to me with the understanding that you decided to have a child without a father.
Yeah, I agree.
And you brought that child into the world.
Especially he told you.
If that was the conversation and everything was signed and that was the conversation up front, he said, well, if you go forward with it, I'll financially do it, but I can't be there.
Good luck,
I mean, he did everything to me that he could. Now you're trying to say he got to pay and he got to be there every step of the way. I mean, you're taking everything from him at that point.
Forcing him to be. Yeah, you forcing him to something he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
How you feel about what he said about dude should have a?
I agree with it. If she's just looking for financial help, I'm sorry, is this like an athlete? I don't know sports.
Yeah, athlete, superstar.
Okay,
yeah, superstar.
so I just feel like
And it's
as
a little baby
Basketball
mama.
superstar.
Oh, my bad.
yeah, I just feel like as an athlete or anybody in the spotlight like that, you have to know the type of attention you're getting from, especially when it comes to women. So you need to be sure whoever you laying down with ain't on that too. Like,
he should have known. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's little baby's baby mama. So
yeah,
she's
baby
way older.
maker.
She's
Yeah.
Right.
She's way older too. She's like in there like in her 40s. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's right to have him like be there. Like, if he doesn't want to be in the child's life, that should be cool. But you do have to be there financially, unfortunately, because you laid down with this woman. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know how sex works.
Yeah.
she never shot the club up.
You should. What Drake do to that condom? Should have just
Hey,
I'm sorry.
No, you done brought up
gotta be
Drake. This
careful.
show might go left. No.
Hey, you a Drake fan?
Don't start.
You
Don't
know
start.
what? To a certain extent,
Oh,
you know, not as
man,
a
not
person,
again.
but
Oh man, not again.
I'm not.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I am the person who can separate first the artist, the person from the music, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Please
'cause I wanna
don't.
get
Please
canceled.
don't.
I know what you meant by that. I know. We ain't gonna say his name, but we know some
Yeah,
people
I
still
love-
play him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they need to give him a mic in jail as long as it's
Mr. 1-2 step.
Yeah. you know. But yeah, like you just
Pied
have to,
Piper.
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful when you dealing with certain type of women, because it's a lot of women out there just looking for a check. They don't really even care about the baby. If you really cared about if the man was gonna be in that baby life, you would have found somebody that really wanted a child.
Because you know some girls that once the dude say I ain't gonna be around, or they realize the dude ain't shit, they getting rid of the baby. Like, I'm about to deal with this nigga that gonna cause me 18 years, 20 years of stress. They get rid of the baby immediately.
I'm about to do this by myself.
But she seen the paycheck,
Seen
like
the money, yeah.
a young star making up there 200 M's,
Yeah.
300 M's.
And she tried moving.
They try to go to Cali get more money.
She thought
Yeah.
she
And
was
she
slick.
she looking for a bag.
Yeah.
No,
I think initially she probably, because it seemed like that she came out after he got like 4 baby mamas, right?
Yeah, he
Like,
got a couple of
he got, and they all of them got like payouts or whatever. And she on the monthly child support. And it seemed like to me when I read through it and everything, it seemed like she feel like she got the short end of the stick on the money deal. So she trying to like,
I think she got the short end of the stick because how she was going about it, like trying to prove she was in Cali and stuff. Trying
Very
to
malicious.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
judge like, man, I ain't about to deal this with you. You getting 300, you getting
yeah,
3,000.
you getting what
Good
they
luck.
gave you in another state,
Yeah,
you know.
you getting what Georgia gonna offer you.
Yeah.
'Cause you trying to play us.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
that's
that's
a
for
month?
Yeah.
For a baby?
yeah.
And that's a lot. You know, but it ain't a fair lifestyle. You
But
know
some
what
of
I'm
them
saying?
got what, like 1.5 mil. One of them got upfront
And like I
payment,
said, some of them,
1.5
some of
mil.
his kids' lives too. Like you see,
Yeah.
he got his babies with him.
Yeah,
So yeah, she gonna
That's a money grab.
It's
I could
definitely-
see if it was like somebody going to school, because when you are like an athlete or a rapper, any of one of those things, you want to make sure your kid is safe going to school. I could see if you went to send them to private school, but this is a baby.
mm-hmm.
Like they expensive, but $3,000 a month is crazy.
Yeah.
Even then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
10,000 a month. What's that, 36 a year?
that is a job.
Right. Yeah. If anybody tell you they want, they ain't trying to have it. Hey, believe them, because that's real shit. That
Yeah, I
nigga-
just think some responsibility there too. I mean, I'm not, obviously you need to pay everything, make sure everything is cool. Like you said, security wise, that's still your child. So when your child goes into school, they still know it's Anthony Edwards is your dad. So you need to make sure that child can get to somewhere safe and everything like that. But now you asking for him to be in the life and trying to shame him and stuff, and it's just like that's not what it was.
The thing is, I feel like that shame ain't going to work either because he told you from up front.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like
that shame ain't going to work.
and
for
it's
him.
consistent with all the other women too.
Like,
It's like
this ain't going to work. You ain't going to shame
thought
me
she was
because
different.
she thought. I don't
Shit,
know.
I laid it out. This ain't gonna work on me. You ain't gonna shame me.
Exactly. He said
Yeah, I
it's the
told you
same
it is.
program.
Shit, I'm gonna pay you out. Good luck. Good
You know,
luck, mama. Shit, do it
go
by
for it if
yourself.
you want, but
Maybe I'll change my mind
again,
later.
I don't agree with it, man. It ain't my thing, but I just find it hard that men don't have any other options in those cases. To say no, I don't want the baby. They just don't have that option.
Yeah, I feel you on that though.
Yeah.
Real talk. So I feel like I do agree. Man, shit, they don't want it. Hey, I sign off. Good luck.
Yeah.
So, all right, next topic. All right, ready? One of the biggest relationship debates online right now is women saying, I haven't met a man who allows me to be in my feminine energy.
What?
But that raises another question. If men start saying, I'm going to stay feminine until a woman puts me in my masculine energy, most women wouldn't accept that. So why does one sound normal and the other one sounds ridiculous?
I'm sorry. Let me just say something. Because I just seen a video on Instagram, and they were like, "Oh, well, y'all saying us men can't wear bedazzled jeans, but y'all wear y'all wear the fur boots." And the girl was like, "We are women. We are the bitches.
Who's gonna be the man?
Like, like I think it's just like, well, what about when women do it? Like, I feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anybody say, well, about the being feminine thing, like the men being feminine.
Now somebody just trying to be funny.
Yeah,
basically.
I also wouldn't want to talk to somebody if they said that. Like, that's just like what you mean feminine?
Like being
Yeah.
sassy or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
sassy. Like, I don't get that. But I do understand the initial comment about like being put into a feminine, like your feminine energy, because when you deal with so many men that are just users or that are manipulative, we do put a guard up and we do have to harden up. Like, we have a hard exterior. I think that's what that
like, you a
means.
thug, baby.
Yeah,
like
you are put on guard. Like,
damn,
when
pop.
I go out, I'll be like, oh, why you ask me all these questions? Like that, because the
thug-
type
thug like
of
on
men
your
that
chest.
usually approach me, and I've dated, and I don't want to say everybody, but I dated like a lot of different type
Don't
of
say
men, and I
Don't
just
say
feel
that.
like it's always something that makes me want to put that guard back up. So I think that's what us women mean by like, we need somebody to put us in that soft girl, in our soft girl era, because we don't feel safe just letting our guard down around a lot of they're monsters. These niggas are monsters. And I am terrified.
Yeah.
So,
Some dudes are monsters. Some dudes are. They wolves in sheep clothing for sure.
mhm.
But
Yeah.
I also seen guys like, I seen one lady say like women it shouldn't be the dude's job to put you in your feminine energy. You should be already there. It's like you should already become soft to them. I understand because you got your guard up, and dudes had their guard up too. That's why some of them are monsters because
Yeah.
the way they've been treated. But how you feel about like a woman should already be in her feminine energy when you come across her? Do you feel like you got to put her into her feminine energy?
I feel like it's not really masculine. I do feel like what you're saying, the defense thing, as Jalyn's trying to put it out there. I'm with it's to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like it's not, you don't get to disrespect, you don't get to do, but yeah, being tough. Like, why are you asking me questions? You know what I mean? Like trying to feel somebody out, creating some space to where you can get to experience their energy and see if this is somebody that you want to take it to the next level. Because some guys might come in pretty hot and strong, like, hey, yo, can I get your number, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, you just walked up on me off the streets. You know what I mean? Like, so I get the whole kind of being stoic, kind of, you know what I mean, drawing it out and wanting the guy to, continue to allow some space, but to feel it out before you just like all loose and joking and everything cool and everything like that. But it is a line. Like if I've been dating you for, weeks or whatever, a few days and everything like that, and you still hard and you still like, hey, what do you mean like that? It's like there's a point when like either we ain't vibing and we gonna stop doing this, or you know what I mean. You need to kind of like let your guard down. I'm not every dude that you done met. We made it to this point. Everything's been good. You know what I mean. Let's start to back down on some of that defensive stuff. So I'm with it. I do understand the toxicness to it, where it would be too much because you really been hurt or whatever it might have been. You know what I mean. But yeah, at some point, we gotta get past that, and we gotta have a little bit more of a flowing. Like, you get a little here and there, but like it shouldn't last days. It shouldn't be, everything I say or everything we do is a conflict or a challenge.
At what point do you fully want to like engulf yourself into this, like actually dating somebody and getting to know each other? I feel like that soft girl era does start to come out when you start to get to know somebody. But some people, they just can't get over it. They're burnt out. And I've met a few women who are like that, and it is hard to really believe that anybody is out there. Be hopeful. I'm a hopeless romantic, so like shit get done to me, and I am hesitant when it comes to certain guys approaching me, but I'm still a girly girl, and I still want to, be treated like a lady.
Right.
At the end of the day, so you do have to eventually put that guard down.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I dig it. Like I talked to a couple of chicks, and I'd be like, damn, Pac, like you being too hard. Like, damn, I had to say that to his friend, like, damn, Pac, relax. Like,
hey, you gotta bust a few balls sometimes.
Like, damn, you got thug life on your chest right now. Like, chill out, cuz. Like, you just being too rough. Like, damn, you hurting my feelings. Like, damn, I feel like I'm vulnerable right now. Relax. I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
But no, for real, but I feel like I'm with Ken. Like after a while, like your guard should start coming down. Especially if you see I'm not like one of these niggas you meet at the gas station or one of the dudes that's trying to run a play or whatever. After a while, like kind of bring it back out. Like
I mean, there's certain levels and different spaces of love and connection that you again might meet that defensive woman, and you again have to create a space to where that woman can be comfortable, and then you get past that. But like we should continue to progress. We shouldn't be at day one stuff. 6 months in, you still, fight me on how many times to call, like just something, just something crazy. You know what I mean? Like something simple. You know what I mean? We should be continuing to grow and getting closer and closer to that love and that thing that you both supposedly want. We shouldn't be fighting each other for that.
So are people expecting relationships to fix issues they should already worked on?
Say that one more time.
Are people expecting relationships to fix like issues that they already should have worked on? Like people was like, come here.
I don't think that they think that, but I think that they don't know how much their own personal issues is holding them back in a relationship. I don't think that they're in the relationship saying, I want this man to fix me or I want this woman to fix me. But I know guys that do go into relationships expecting a whole lot from a woman that just isn't their responsibility to make them feel a certain type of way. Like the king stuff and all that stuff, like that's not really her job to do that, to respect you, to treat you like a leader, and a man and all that stuff. Yes. But like for you to barely lift a finger and she just, whatever you need sort of thing. I just think that you're missing something and you're expecting somebody to show you something that you probably don't even believe yourself. But then, I think that women get into relationships. I can't speak to that part, but I think that in some relationships, they're expecting a lot of you that, or of me that wasn't really my thing to provide. You know what I mean? Like, I do X, Y, and Z, but I'm not. You should be able to function as a human being when I'm not there, right? Like that. That's not a lack of leadership. That's just, there's some things there that need to be worked on. So,
Folks like a human being. Go ahead.
See, I feel like I've been single for a while now. Like I tried doing the relationships. I do a trial run.
What's a trial run?
Like recently. Like earlier this year, I just broke up with somebody. It lasted literally like 2-3 months. I just feel like in that situation, that was a trial run. tried a relationship
It
and
don't
didn't
count.
work, it don't really count.
I dig it.
It was a lot of issues that he never healed from that I was getting the short end of the stick when it came to it. I'm like, you know, you don't trust your girlfriend around other men. Like, oh, you have a male friend? Well, you don't need to talk to anybody but me. Like, I've had situations, my ex-girlfriend had a male friend and she ended up having sex with him. I'm like, dude, you haven't even met this. Like, that's the homie for real. If you would see, like, I am observant when I go out, like, especially if I'm dating somebody, I watch body language between them and other people. If you would just see us when we go out, like, you would understand that it's not that, but you wouldn't even give me the chance to even do that before you shut it down. And I'm like, that's not fair to me because I never gave you that. I never gave you the impression that I would ever even disrespect you like that. Like, when I'm in a relationship with my man, I'm respecting him.
I
If
dig
you
it.
like,
But I
'cause
understand him though.
I get it, and that's why I respected what he was saying, and I kind of dialed back on a lot of stuff because me and my homeboy, we used to go to the bars. I dated one of his homeboys. Like, it's literally like, and I hate when people say, oh yeah, when she say that's her brother, they doing no, like, that's really
That's the bro.
that's my homie for real. Like, I support him just like I support everybody else that's my friend. Like, I'm just that type of person, but I also feel like we jumped too fast into the situation that he didn't get to know who I was really.
Right,
Like, I'm a social butterfly. I have a lot of creative friends that I'm always going out to support. So you don't even know how deep my love run for you to even notice, like, oh, that's just how
Who
she
she
is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
some people really can't handle the social butterfly girl.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, because I guess I can let I don't know, I'm thinking. I do
You gotta
understand.
be careful how you word
yeah. I do understand what you say coming from, like, hey, you got a homeboy, because some niggas play the long game. I ain't gonna lie. Some niggas play the long game for a long time and just waiting for the perfect opportunity. So I do understand that, because, like, we niggas, we know.
Oh yeah.
We know, like, and I have got some homegirls I had just putting straight in the friend zone, because, like, hey, you the dog. I look at you like a bro, and it would never be that. But some niggas really just feel like, hey, one day I'm gonna get that.
Oh, a ton of them. Yeah, a ton of guys do.
So yeah, it's a ton of guys do it. So I understand this, especially if it happened once before. I understand that, but I understand too, like, if you're a creative person, you got to be social butterfly. You will have a lot of male friends, and I feel like as a creative person, I understand that, because I'll come across a lot of female people that I'm cool with, or a lot of dudes. Like, I just have a lot of friends because I'm in that creative space. When you're in the creative space, you just meet a lot of people, you a lot of networking.
Absolutely.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We podcast, we come across a lot of people just about
Absolutely,
networking.
yeah. Just
So it's a
the
part of the
creative
game.
business,
Yeah.
right? Like, we ain't trying to be on nothing. We just trying to network. And we all got different forms of creativity. Like, you bringing a different aspect to this show that me and Cognac couldn't provide. So, like, we got to get out there and be creative. But I do want to say, do in that situation, like you say, should have been more time to get to know each other before going exclusive, because that's a crucial part. What makes your partner comfortable, right? And for y'all to get to that point and then find that out, it's tough for both people involved. And then you're trying to ask somebody now to come up off of their standards or their expectations, and now you're already in it, and now you're trying to ask somebody to do something different because now you're not comfortable and he's not comfortable. And that's why I always wish a lot of people, like, whatever your style is, I feel like everybody should understand by now, especially, as you get older. It might feel like that it's a small world when you in high school and you're like, oh man, I found somebody that's cute, blah, blah, blah. But like when you get older, you realize it's a big world, man. And what somebody else is not cool with or feels a certain type of way about, there's always somebody else that is cool with it, that fits what you just have to be patient. And sometimes, that attraction just is all it is. It's attraction. And, y'all wasn't meant to be that couple for long term. You know what I mean? And it's hard, just like we talked about earlier, walking away from something. It's hard to do that, but you grow so much from that. You realize when you get in that next relationship, like, oh yeah, I thought I'd never meet somebody like this, but here I am with this person. You know what I mean? Like it happens like that. So like, yeah, you just wish that people would respect the fact that this person think differently than this person or me, and I gotta let them be, and I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be.
Funny, I was the dude that I was talking to a chick. I was dating a chick, and her best friend was like a best friend brother, and I ain't green to it. So I peep play beginning. I knew they messed around, and I always ask like, y'all used to mess around? She's like, no, that's my bro. No. It's funny. I was at a party at his crib. I was there sitting there chilling, playing his Xbox.
At the party, he was playing the Xbox,
playing that nigga Xbox, and that nigga said something like, he was trying to be funny and said something like, I catch you trying to take my temperature about it. And I peeped. I'm like, oh, y'all fucked. I knew I was wrong. I knew I was right. I peeped it from the beginning like, oh, y'all fucked. Y'all trying to play it off.
What'd he say? I want to know what he said.
I can't remember, but
Damn.
that nigga, like, he had
Don't you
that
want to
nigga
know
had that
what that nigga said?
That
Hey,
nigga
yo,
had his chest
dog.
poked out. He tried to, I think he was
Hey, you
trying to
digging on
check me.
girl, dog? You in love?
I'm
You
up
know
in
you
the-
hit him with that. You in love?
You're like, yo, we been, like, he said somebody we used to kick it and stuff before you came around and all that shit.
You in love with old girl,
I'm playing
dog?
this nigga
That
Xbox,
trying
that
to be
nigga trying to
funny.
check me and shit, playing Rocket League on that
That's
nigga shit.
messed up.
Nigga over there playing Xbox, all in her ear. Like, you
This
see that
weak
nigga
ass
over there
Look at your weak ass nigga playing Rocket League on my
playing Rocket
Xbox.
Go
My
over there.
Xbox.
Yeah, on
Come
my
on, take a
Xbox.
shot.
You with
That's
this
messed
nigga that I know that nigga was talking cash shit about me.
Nigga over there playing Halo and shit, dog. Come on,
And I
man.
was like, damn. So I checked her about it, and she was like, nah, I didn't want to tell you because I'm like, you should have told me this from the get go because I'm over sitting in this nigga house playing his
Goofy. He
Xbox,
playing Madden and
looking
shit
like a
over there.
straight goofy on this nigga on his Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga
You
said, you in
always
love,
gotta be
dog?
honest.
She made me
Yeah.
look like a fool.
Yeah,
After that, I
yeah.
was like, I was done with it. I was
Yeah.
over like, all right, I know what it is.
Yeah.
But she made me look like a complete fool, man.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
Oh,
I
yeah.
peeped the game because he always act funny around me. So like y'all fucked. Like, This
Yeah.
ain't a regular friendship.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
You act like
you
he
know.
got feelings for you type shit.
You know.
So yeah.
I like allowing the space too because I feel like people gonna be who they gonna be.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You just open the door up and then I'm gonna say you see something that you don't like, but it ain't really their responsibility. They just showing you who they are, and then you have to decide like if that's the type of person I want to be with or not, man. But to try to shut everything down and be like, don't do this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Like you just asking for a headache.
Right. But like I said, if he was hung around as friends first and he could see how old boy act, he probably like, oh, maybe he just is just a cool bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been the best friend. I got a homegirl in North Carolina. I've been out to her crib, her nigga in the house. I'm like, how this nigga feel? Like we got the whole crew with me. I got my homeboys with me. We going to her crib and he up in there too. I'm like, I wonder how this nigga feel. Like, yeah, she got all these niggas with him and shit like. And he real cool with her. I have to tell him like, hey, we just the bros, cause you ain't got nothing to worry about. Cause you want to come party with us? I try to make him feel super comfortable. Like, hey, we bring you in the crew. Like, we all about to go out to the club. Like, you can come hang with us. I never want the dude that dating my homegirl feel like, hey, I'm trying to little dog you. Like, hey, this our girl, that's our homegirl. She part of the crew. Who is this nigga?
Right.
I always try to bring him in and make him feel included. Like, hey, nigga, you dating her? Or you cool too?
Yeah.
She like you, we like you. Type
Right.
shit.
Right.
So that's how I always try to do. But some niggas do be trying little dog, be trying to be funny acting, but they do, man. So hey, I understand it from both sides. I was on it. I was looking like a fool out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely people out there like that. It's a ton of dudes out there, even your own friends, man, that try to push up on your girl and whatnot, man. People you think is your friends, I should say, they ain't your real friends, but it is other people that's not too, man. And you just gotta, fortunately, sometimes you just gotta let it be what it is.
So I got a question for you. Like, so you've been through like some toxic relationships. You feel like them relationships made you a harder person?
No, I feel like it made me wiser.
That shit made me a thug.
No, I mean towards that
Puck.
person, hell yeah.
Puck.
Oh, I'm about
A dog
to,
off the leash.
I'm about to show you how my mama used to get. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't think, like I said, I'm a hopeless romantic. Like I cry, I crash out with that person, but I never tried
Crashing
to.
out. What's that?
I never tried to.
Toxic. Toxic. Yeah,
I
that's
don't want
all.
to incriminate myself.
She looked at me. I got the answer. Don't worry about it.
But like I am really, I take my feelings very seriously because it took me a while to get where I'm at mentally now. And everybody that I end up with, I'm an open book. So you already know what I've been through and the steps I had to take to get to even here. So for you to do certain things to me or treat me a certain way and I've been nothing but open and honest with you, that is triggering for me. So I will crash out. But I will leave you alone because I know that you're not the person for me because my person will never treat me like that and I go on to the next person.
I dig it.
Or I have been doing this lately. I stay to myself. I'm trying to be comfortable in my own solitude. So
I dig that. I like
I'm not
that.
trying to look for in the next man what the last man ain't do for me.
You gotta be careful with yourself.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I got cheated on one time.
One time.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe more, but my
That he
first.
know of.
Right.
That I know what the score maybe never be uneven.
don't put salt in the
She got up on me on the scoreboard. So but I know when I got hurt, then it made me turn into like a person like this ain't gonna never happen to me again. Like it made me turn toxic. Like, oh, she cheated on me. Okay, I'm about to go out here and just be whoever. Like I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing. You ain't gonna never get one up on me. I'm gonna just go talk to here. Nobody gonna keep my guard closed. So I feel like you about to do something, I'm already going out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So it does like getting hurt in a relationship. It does change you. I feel like it does change who. It happened to me, so I know for speaking for myself, it does change.
Change who you are.
I'm healed now. I'm a healed person. So.
I don't know. I can't say it changed who I am. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course I've been cheated on early, you know, like high school type stuff, and probably later than that too. But
yeah, you maybe know. Yeah.
But the point is, I don't ever really feel like it ever really changed me. You know what I mean? It did let me see that person differently. Like, don't get me wrong, I look at the person totally different. But I don't think after that relationship, I went to the next one like, oh, now I gotta look out for this. I gotta look out for this. Now I gotta. Like, I was the same person going into the next relationships that I've been in. And I'm not the person either to just get right back into a relationship. Like, I like my time just being single and, you know, just not like being single and, I'm dating all these women and everything. Like, just chilling, like, you know, focusing on other things, focusing on my career, focusing on my business and stuff like that. Like, it ain't always about, you know, being in a relationship for me, you know. But, yeah. In the past, I have been cheated on, and it hurt in that moment, and you confused, and you like, what could I have done differently, and you know, how did I miss that, and all the other stuff going through your head. But once it's over with, it's just like, you know, I'm still here, I still got stuff to do, I still got my goals, my mission in life, and I'm just moving on, and it's a learning lesson.
Right, I dig it. So let's go on, man. Usher and Pretty Privilege. So Usher had a woman on stage. He do his this little dance they do on stage, him and Chris Brown. So Usher brought this girl on stage, and I guess he was doing this little sexy seduction shit, and the girl was acting super stiff. She acted like she didn't want to be there. She said she wanted to be for Chris Brown. So
she said that?
Yeah, it blew up all on there.
She said she wanted to be there for Chris Brown, not
Chris
Usher.
Brown would be put up on
that's
stage.
bad. That's bad. Usher,
After all
man.
that, she defended herself, but she said she still had pretty privileges. So that started like another whole debate online. So it's pretty privilege real?
It is real, unfortunately. You get treated a certain way, you know, and that's by men and women. Like, I feel like they're nicer to you. You know, I've had things paid for, and I don't even know the person, he even get a name or nothing. Like, they just went on about their way. So I really, truly believe pretty privilege is a thing, and I'm grateful for it.
I agree. Like, pretty privilege, like, you'll let a girl is pretty, you let her get away with more stuff. You like, may like she'll come up there, better eyes, like, can I jump in front of you and stuff? Like, you don't like, okay, cool, but so ugly chick, like,
damn, you wouldn't let
you
wouldn't let another woman get in front of you.
Nah, I've been standing here for a few minutes. I'm about to.
that was like a 5. You wouldn't let a 5 get in front of you in the line. She said her feet was hurting. That's diabolical.
It's a cute girl, like, can I have this seat? Go ahead. Your girl, like,
you stand up and everything. Your feet hurting and everything. You be like,
looking at
good.
you on your phone heavy now. Like, I hope she don't look at me as when I see.
That's crazy.
It's real though.
That's crazy.
You believe it?
I might be, I don't know, neurologically maybe I'm just a little bit different, man. But I respect women, but I don't prioritize like looks, because I feel like it sets a bad precedence too. Like I'm more into just like good people. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about serious. Like if I'm out there looking for somebody, like that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So respect the fact that I'm a human being too. If we sitting here in this situation and we both got to go through something, like we stand in a long line. Okay, we both in a long line. We gonna get there eventually. Don't be, looking, especially if I'm not pursuing you or anything like that. So, but if I am in a position where I can help somebody out, I don't care how they look, to be honest. Like if they're a woman and they're in need, I'm going to help them out. It has nothing to do with how they look. But if I'm in a situation where I need to take care of myself, I don't care how the woman looks either. I'm gonna take care of myself. So like, that's where I'm at with the pretty privilege. I obviously it is a real thing. I mean, obviously there's men, there's women, the guys too. I mean, I go out in sweats and it's a totally different reaction than if I go out in certain outfits. You know what I mean? It's a totally different reaction. If I just got my dress done or whatever it might be.
They got pretty privilege.
It's a totally different reaction. That's just how the world works. So I'm not pretending like it's not a real thing. I'm just saying that for me personally, I'm not jumping through hoops because somebody got themselves together or whatever.
When you said that for a guy, I ain't gonna lie. One time I was out for brunch, like after we used to hoop on Saturdays. And this one girl, a girl I know, we went to the space, and a girl I knew we used to work there. And this other girl told her, like, if these guys like dress up better, they'll look better. I'm like thinking, like, we come in here hooping, and So I think that's like pretty privileged. Like, it ain't really pretty privileged, but if we just went up in our regular gear, like fresh as fuck, she would have been on one of us. But since we out here looking bummy, just got done hooping, probably looking like who did it. And so she ain't really want to fuck with us.
Yeah,
so it's like, but if we was good, our handsome
Yeah,
privilege.
fresh,
you know
fresh haircut, man.
Bringing us our drinks on time.
Tuskegee, wear that durag, you know what I mean? Your earrings. Come on now. You got the J's on.
That's
Come
pretty
on,
privilege.
man.
Is this equally for men and women?
Mm,
I got drinks
nah.
for me, bro.
I don't think it's equally because I think guys can have a privilege over like stature type things, like tall guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not necessarily pretty, but just like a presence about a certain dude. I think that gets him a lot farther than just how he looks. You know, women though, just being beautiful is enough. But for a guy, you know, I don't know if it's just heavy on like how he looks, but his confidence, the way he carries himself, you know, the taller, I think, does afford you some things and other things too. But like, that's what I think is like, you know.
Yeah, it's a little bit, dudes got to have a little bit more to the package than just being.
Or less. It's just in the right areas. I don't think it's like you got to be crazy all around. Like, you could be average, but you just, you know, 6'8", 260, and it's just like different vibe.
Yeah, 6'8", 260.
That's LeBron height, right?
Yeah, 6'9".
6'9", okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What you feel?
I feel like women get it more for sure. Like I feel like that is more so for us. I don't really hear about a lot of guys. Like, I've been out for drinks by myself and I'll be getting something to eat and somebody pay my bill. I don't even know. You know, I don't hear about that happening to a lot of men. It probably do happen, but I've never heard of it. But just for you looking good, I was out with another man and a different man across the bar paid for my stuff. So it's just he paid for both of ours.
Oh, damn.
So it's just
he wanted a Diddy part. That nigga.
I don't know what it was, but it's just like
that nigga gonna show a certain dominance. I'm paying for your shit and hers.
Yeah,
What up?
But I feel like it's a boss move for you to feel like you can do something for somebody else and not expect nothing out of it.
That nigga should have bought him a drink. That's why I send this one right back.
Yeah, I think women get it more so.
Yeah, the paying of things. Yes. I think that, you know, what I'm talking about is just the ease of, you know, being there, and let's just say trying to get somebody's number. Guys in certain, like, just, I feel like sometimes, just for myself, speaking for myself, just sometimes because I'm the taller guy in the group, people have just given me their number. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't said nothing. I ain't made no eye contact. I ain't.
This nigga barely taller than me.
I ain't said nothing.
This nigga barely taller than me.
But I feel like that happens for certain guys. Not necessarily people buying stuff, because I don't think that's ladylike, you know, to just be trying to cash somebody out and everything like that. Not to say that it's wrong either, but I don't think that's our culture, to just women go around paying for everything. But they do other things for guys and make it easier on guys with certain stature, certain confidence, and things like that. That's all I'm saying. But not the cash out. Yeah, I think the girls get the cash out part.
So I dig it. I had girls buy me drinks at the bar, you know, but
no biggie.
No biggie. Ain't something light. But I had it happen.
Yeah.
But back to your story, that was crazy. If I was old boy, I would have bought that nigga a drink back. Like, send that right back to him, because you ain't gonna shit on me in front of my date. Who you think you?
Less money he had to spend, I guess.
Hell
like,
no,
cool.
I couldn't let that slide. It couldn't be me. I couldn't let it slide. It was just now it's a mental war game between me and this nigga.
No, man.
Yeah, that's some boss move.
Just thank him, and less money you got to spend. I mean, that's
not me. But yeah, so I feel like like you said, girls do get more.
Oh yeah,
the pretty pills, drinks bought, food bought, cutting line. Y'all get whatever y'all want. The world is yours, man. You look good, you know what I'm saying? But hey, let's move on, man. Woo lady, you heard of the Woo lady?
Yeah, I seen her in some clips.
Yeah, Woo lady, okay. Woo lady, the tricking culture, man. So a woman online known as the Woo lady has gone viral across TikTok by openly promoting tricking culture and encourage women to travel to places like Miami to get a bag. Now, thousands of women online are talking about chasing fast money instead of traditional careers. And some people call it empowerment. Others believe social media is selling a fantasy while hiding the consequences. So the conversation has gotten way bigger than tricking. Now they're talking about fast money, relationships, social media, and what people are willing to sacrifice for a lifestyle. So is tricking becoming too normalized?
What they think tricking is, yeah. I mean, I feel, I'm going to just say yeah. I feel like it is normalized. Because when I started becoming of age, I just started hearing that word. Like, that wasn't just something that was like, I mean, maybe because it was out of my like age group, but you're hearing it more and more often now. But I feel like everybody has their own definition of tricking. So,
Yeah.
like the guys think, "Oh, I just bought you dinner." Like I'm not no trick. Like I could have ate at home. Like so
I ain't no trick, cause you ain't gonna
it's different definitions. So, but I
Right.
feel like in the traditional sense of what I feel like tricking is, I feel like it is being normalized. But these women ain't getting it how it's being portrayed.
Yeah, it's all online. It's
Yeah.
act. You feel?
What I feel like is the way it's being portrayed online.
Do you feel like it's being more normalized? I let you think. I feel like it is.
I mean, it's an easy question. It's
Yeah.
definitely being normalized. I mean, people take pride in that. Oh, I feel like I'm being validated by these men. They give me all this stuff. So, like, look at me. You know what I mean? You ain't getting that, or supposedly you ain't getting that. To the next woman say, I'm getting 2 times more than that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a whole thing of validation online.
I think it definitely is becoming normalized because, like you said, they see how easy the money is. So, like, I want that too now. This is social media. Anything on social media, people see fast money or it's more normal. It's
Yeah,
normalized.
he cashed out me a G for nothing. You know what I mean?
I want that.
That's a token in their belt. Oh, I got cashed out $1,000. You know what I mean? Like,
is social media glamorizing lifestyles without showing the downside?
Yeah.
We all know how that is. We all
Yeah.
know somebody that's acting like living it up, and you go to their crib and they got their bed on the floor, trash all over the room. We all know. We gotta know niggas that's showing stacks of money in this movie prop money. Like
Or they homeboys' money that they holding.
They wearing their clothes and shit.
They
you know
homeboy
what
just
I'm
got
saying?
locked up. You know what they do to cash when you go to jail. They put it on a card. They was like, hold this. And now he's taking pictures with it. So,
Yeah, money spreads and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but who
Somebody
fault
has
is that
money.
though? Like social media for some people is an opportunity to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they post stuff, and if a lot of people like it, they make some money off of it somehow, through advertisements and whatever. So are they wrong? They in the hood and they grab somebody else's cash and they do all of that with it. You know what I mean? And they make some money off of it, and now they getting some money. And even though it's fake as hell, is it any different than Denzel Washington acting and all these other people? Like they know it's going to make them money. They got the guns, they got the the shoes that they can't really afford, but they brawling and doing all this stuff. Yeah, like all that stuff is silly until it's not to me.
I
Like,
think it's silly because you acting like it's yours. You acting
yeah,
like
oh
you got
yeah,
it.
it's an act though,
Yeah, you
and
act-
it's social media.
But it's
they're
like
content creators.
yeah, it's content creator.
Hey,
It's
there we
just-
go.
It's just content.
There we go.
It's just
There we
content. You know
go.
what
It's
I'm saying?
content. It's
just
role
content,
playing,
man.
right?
It's
It's
just-
like
it's just
they
content.
not
Ain't
for
nothing
real, for real.
It's just content.
Because talking about the Woo lady, like, she could have just been talking big shit. And then she finally got into it.
Mhm.
It probably wasn't her reality until she made it that way. So,
Enough tension got
Yeah.
played to her, and then it's like, oh, let me go see who this person is, and now she got all that attention spiral. Now she can
got
up
the
the charge
motion.
and really make something like
You
that.
know, well, you like I said, social media it's a game anyway.
It's a game, right?
People are faking it until they make it for sure. Like,
Anything that
people
they
tell
doing, it's a
stories,
game.
they lying
From
on there. They lying.
the
to do
job that
stuff.
they do and what they do for their job, they act like they work for the CIA. Like everybody act like whatever they doing is to the utmost. Like it ain't no normal. Like you might be some people, but you will never see them on your feed unless they like your friend. But like the people you see, they always doing the most.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I just don't think everybody moving like that until they are. And then we like, oh damn, what's her name? He got X, Y, and Z followers, and he making all this money.
Yeah, it's
DraftKings ads start popping up in your shit. You know your
Now
shit
you
going
got
crazy.
a sponsorship from Roe.
Yeah,
What's that? Bluetooth.
Yeah, all that shit start popping up.
You got
man.
up there DraftKings up there.
All type of clothing brands
Poly
start
Market
popping
up
up that
there
you ain't
and all
never
that.
heard of.
Yeah.
They start like, man.
But yeah, I get it. Fake it till you make it. I guess that's the saying. You know what I'm saying? But
That's social media though. To me, it ain't real.
it's definitely not real. People is a lot of boosting and bragging going on social media just to big up themselves and try to get the girl or the guy or whatever it is. But it's just
Companies do it too. Companies, Juneteenth and all this other stuff. They don't care about that shit. They like trying to make $1 off that shit.
definitely.
Like they don't care shit about that. They put up that little colorful, redo their logo and shit like that. Try to make that shit look like they're inclusive. Hell no.
Hey, they throw that shit as soon as it's the end of the month here. They throw that shit
Take that
straight.
shit,
Meeting before the
dog.
day over with. That shit off their profile and everything.
And it has so many meetings about that shit. When we taking it down? When are we taking it
It's
down?
Jewish
Come on now.
team shit off our what's the name? We going to Easter.
We're losing customers.
As soon as they go to 4th of July up immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
250 years of America,
Switch
nigga.
that shit up, all type of. Yeah, man. Everybody, I'm saying everybody gaming on there. Everybody just trying to get another customer to buy their product or whatever they doing. Shit ain't real.
But yeah. But does fast money change the way people view stuff? Like, because, fast money, people be up there quick to jump on them scams. Like, who got the Chase account? People in love with fast money so much, they will really, like, ruin their credit, jump on them PPP loans and whatever, because people want that fast dollar. They want the dollar.
Catch a case.
Yeah.
DraftKings, man.
DraftKings. It was a topic. We had a topic about that gambling stuff, too, about to switch it out. Cause
man.
you be on DraftKings?
I don't know anything about any of that. Is that like gambling?
It's a gambling app.
Like a
Yeah, it's a
gambling.
sports gambling. Well, you do more in sports, but like it's a gambling app. But I think everybody looking for that fast come up, man. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
people pay the lotto
apps like
and all
that, they take
yeah.
advantage of people that's
They
looking
do.
for that hope. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, if I just hit this 5-leg, whatever, it's just like, man. But
I be putting on 20 leg parlays. Man.
yeah,
I need
you be trying to get
$1
$1 billion
off a
that
dollar.
shit. Off a dollar.
I bet $1
No,
20
man.
legs, nigga. I'm trying to hit that. It's impossible. I'm gonna hit it one day.
No.
Wait till
But-
football season comes. 20 legs.
But that's my thing, though, man. That social media that's what it's built for. It's cashing in off of people need to feel validated or just some other hope and dream. It's not the slow build yourself up the way that we know you can really build something, over time. Even yourself as a person, just to be a better person. That don't come from one therapy session. That don't come from you playing the lottery or something like that. Like you can hit the lottery and still be a terrible person, lose all that money, don't know how to manage nothing. You know what I mean? Like you can take steroids and not know how to work out and get injured like a motherfucker. Like there's no quick fix for really being that person.
Right.
You got to go through it.
Definitely. So it's cool. So all right, we're gonna do a little quick guest rundown. Then we got ask the fellas and lady, and we're gonna do a game. Then we're gonna wrap this up. So this is our guest of the today, Jalyn. So tell us a little bit, like you're a Budtender brand ambassador and
A bartender?
a Budtender.
Budtender.
Oh, what is that?
Budtender.
Somebody break that down for me.
I sell weed
Okay.
at a dispensary.
Legal.
That's the new name for it, because that's just
legally.
the weed man and
That's
weed
why you
woman
said-
back in the day. Like,
Budtender.
bartender.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, that's
okay.
the actual position, the role. Like
Okay.
you go on Indeed, you can literally type in Budtender, and
Okay.
there's so many dispensaries that's hiring. Yeah, dispensaries popping up like liquor stores.
Yeah,
It's,
they
it's
are.
the new party store, so it's becoming normalized now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I sell weed. I used to do it in college up in Port Huron because I was not driving back every weekend to come get some weed, and everybody in my dorm needed some. So I'm like, I'm your girl, but
Hey.
that started getting a little out of hand because people are needy. Like I would be in class and it's locals hitting me up like, yeah, I'm outside. I
Hey,
did not
they
tell
need
you
it. They
that.
need it
They
too.
ain't even
Like,
in
hey, I
school.
need that.
Yeah, like
Damn.
I'll be in culinary school. I'll look outside,
that
and
dick.
I was
You
in
coming
Port
up?
Huron, so Border Patrol was already crazy. This was back in like 2015, 2016.
God, bad.
I'm like, nobody told your ass to pull up.
How much for that? I need that 3.5. You got it?
Absolutely. And listen,
For a nickel.
you do some shit like that, I'm selling you
Yeah,
2 grams and charge you $30.
You come here. I need you outside.
I was not.
They were like, niggas be
Yeah.
ready to come to the door. You want to come to the
It's
door?
a minimum purchase of.
Yeah.
So I was
Them
just
niggas
selling-
be wanting it. They want you to wake up in the middle of the night for that shit.
Oh
Them
yeah,
niggas-
absolutely not. I wasn't that type of girl, and honestly, I'm a woman. I'm not waking up and going to drop off nothing. That's why I had to stop doing that shit. But I like it now because it's like a 9 to 5. You know,
Okay.
well I work like 12, 13-hour shifts. But yeah, it's fun. I'm also their like event brand ambassador. We pop up at we used to do a lot of concerts. We have like our own events that we do. It's really us there to educate potential customers about, what we do, what we represent, what we selling, how educated we are on the products that we are selling. But yeah, it's just fun. It's honestly very similar to the nightlife industry. You just using your bubbly personality to draw people in.
That's why.
Do you make? Go ahead.
So that's why it's always like nice looking girls behind there because they getting their sales. You can't. Yeah. They ain't
Yeah,
gonna
just
buy-
like at the bar.
Yeah, they ain't gonna buy the angry. If you ugly, niggas ain't gonna buy no
Right.
drinks. Like shit, I'm done. I'm done drinking for today.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
yeah.
keep on spending. You ain't nothing to look at. I need something to look at while I'm just spending.
Yeah.
You want me
Do
to
you
buy-
is everything already prepackaged, or do you actually like concoct some sort of like, get a little bit of this, a little bit of that?
So at the company I work for, we do deli. So that's like us weighing straight on the scale right in front of you, which is now being phased out for some reason. I haven't been to any dispensary yet that only do pre-pack. I would never recommend that because you don't know what's in there. You don't know how long it's been sitting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very honest about what I'm selling. If they see something that's like 30% off, they're like, yeah, it's 30% off because it's old. I just want to let you know. Because some people don't care, but if you like me, I'm not trying to smoke no stale old weed that's from earlier this year. You have to be very careful of that.
You don't know where it's from.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's old. It's been sitting around too long.
It's been sitting around. So, yeah, we do deli style, though.
Break into dust when you break it down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I show them, too. I'll be like, look. It's just falling down.
Crumble, yeah.
So, somebody new off the street, just walk in, like, look, I want to get into this. Like, what would you recommend for them?
Like, they want to get into smoking?
Smoking weed, yeah.
I would start off with, like, how they want to indulge, I guess. Like, you can smoke, like, your traditional flower, like weed. You can do edibles. There's concentrate. You can smoke actual wax that comes from the plant. There's patches. There's pills you can take.
Patches.
Huh?
I didn't even know it's patches.
Yeah, it's patches. It's
that's
like
crazy.
transdermal patches, so they go straight into your bloodstream.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's grown a lot since I
Yeah.
first started working at a dispensary. First dispensary I started working, I think that was like 2022, I think. It's changed so much since then. There's always something new coming out. But yeah, it just depends on how they want to indulge in that. Like, I don't really recommend smoking off rip because it's not good for you.
Damn.
But I still smoke, but I'm gonna tell you, like, it's not good for you. But if you're not a smoker, if you've never smoked anything in your life, I wouldn't automatically recommend that to you.
Cool.
Because your body can react to that in so many different ways. You can get lung cancer, and I'll be like, damn, like, I fucked up. You know?
Yeah. I heard some people turn like crazy off that shit.
You
know
can
what I
go
mean?
into psychosis too. Like, I've heard of that. And then also there's a disease called CHS. There's like a chronic smoking disease. I haven't heard too much about it, but it's from you smoking too much weed, and you can lose weight. It can make you nauseous. You can't eat nothing. It's a crazy disease to get, and you just have to be careful and be mindful of what you're doing. Like, always research before you try anything.
Okay.
Is there a product or a strand that everybody hype up you think is overrated?
I think it's
OG Kush?
overrated.
What's that? Purple Haze? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
You know, it
You
don't
talking
never
about
be
street
nothing
shit.
like.
Cali,
Got the OG
Cali
Kush
Buzz.
niggas.
No, I
Cali
hate when
Kush.
people come in and be like, yeah, you got that za.
That's just
You got that California weed.
Yeah.
It is illegal for us to sell anything that was not grown in Michigan. So no, I don't have no California weed.
Okay.
I think runts has been played out a lot. Like, when I first started smoking, Cookie was like, everybody had Cookie.
Yeah.
But now everything is crossed with runts. You're going to find hybrid to everything. I do get like the elderly that come in, 80-year-old people like, yeah, you got Skywalker or Northern Lights. I'm like, I got something that's crossed with it, but it's not that. No, you just got to get what you can get.
I dig it. I dig it. I know I partake every blue moon. I'm like more of a social smoker. So if somebody's smoking, I'll smoke with them, but I never really sit down and smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember edibles. I remember one time I was taking edibles Thanksgiving. I took it.
Everybody edible story is just crazy, by the
took
way.
one. It
I
didn't
guess
do-
that shit just sneak
It
up
didn't do
on you.
nothing. I took another one. Then I ended up I'm going to a friend house. Next thing I know, I'm going across this bridge, corner. I'm like, this shit is not a world spinning. Now I feel like I can't make it across this bridge. I start grabbing on for 2 wheels to dear life. Like, I'm now slow down to 20 miles per hour. I'm like, Lord Jesus,
Having a
please
panic attack.
get me to this person's house. Then we end up going out that night. I'm sitting in the bar. I can't make it. I'm up there. The world's spinning. And next thing I know, I'm in a car. And I wake up like 3 o'clock in the morning. They in the house. I'm still in the front street stretched out. Like, I threw up a couple of times. It was just, I just overdid it. Like,
It'll do it.
and I never, not just the weed smell of the edibles. I can't even smell the edible, and that shit just turned my stomach.
Yeah, you just
Like,
like,
I can
nah.
smoke, but I
Yeah,
can't do an edible. Like, it's the taste of it. It'll fuck me up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I heard a
first-
lot of crazy stories off the edibles. Man, not me personally, but heard them from other people. I guess it just sneak up on people.
It do.
Oh, yeah, no, I ate a whole edible. I was moving in slow motion.
That
But that
shit-
was like a homemade. You got to be careful what you take and like what your tolerance is. I just,
I think that's the one. The
Probably was a
homemade
homemade.
ones
It
be the
was a
ones that
homemade,
they
yeah.
don't know what the
They don't know how to.
Like
Yeah,
measurements
proportions
and
is.
stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's crazy. It was a time. I can't believe I made it through. It was crazy.
I got one question. What if somebody's looking to do what you do, Budtender, what would you say is their best path forward? Like, do they need to just know that lingo? Or is it just connections? Is it some type of school, or what is it?
I think it's all about confidence. You could walk in and not have any type of experience, but as long as you are confident and you just got, I think confidence is just it. Like, you really got to know what you want and go after it, because it's retail at the end of the day. We are salespeople. Like, you have to know how to sell something to anybody. You got to know how to talk up certain products. It's all about how you carry yourself, because my first job, I ain't gonna lie, I did lie and tell them I used to budtend before, but they had no ability to call the place that I used to work at. But it's about confidence. I walked around, I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I didn't know what a quarter half, because mind you, in college, I was just selling 3.5s. I had my scale from my culinary class. I was just selling 3.5s. I didn't know, like, pricing beyond that of different tiers. I didn't know the difference between indica, sativa, hybrid. I didn't know anything about THC or CBD or terpene profiles. That's just all something that you are going to learn along the way. As long as you have the ability to grasp onto certain things, I feel like you would do great in that industry.
Okay.
I used to try to be a drug dealer. I tried to sell that shit. I had a scale from the corner store and everything. I bought some weed from the nigga around the corner. I'm like, my homie, like,
full price. You ain't get no discount.
Yeah, green as fuck. We didn't think is, I never sold this shit. I never sold this shit. I like had in our little baggie. I'm like, we about to sell this shit. We about to become like, we gonna buy some drug dealers, nigga. Then I ended up giving that shit away. It was just a waste of investment. This shit sat in my basement so long.
It's old. That old.
Yeah, I was a fool, man.
Northern Lights.
Trying to get fast money. Nigga trying to get fast.
Skywalker. You nigga turned into some Skywalker.
Don't know what the strand it is and shit, nigga. I don't know what it was, man. I just trying to do some fast money shit, man. I'm trying to be out here like Frank Lucas and shit. Dog, it's crazy shit. We're gonna move on, man, to ask the fellas. Got this question. A listener wrote in and said, fellas, I need some advice. I've been talking to this woman for a few weeks. She told me she was single, so I never thought nothing of it. Out of nowhere, I got a text from a dude saying, stop texting my bitch, or we're going to come see you about her. I have responded because honestly, I didn't even know what to say. But at this point, I wonder if I should text, or should I just block her and move on, or if I should tell him to take it up with her. And hold on, take it up with her since she's the one who gave me her number and kept texting me. What would y'all do?
Keep it moving. You do not want them problems. You don't know what the hell's going on.
If a nigga text you like that, good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because you can test the waters and y'all end up going out and the dude pull up on y'all. Anything could happen, and you already knew. You got yourself into that situation, so you already knew it was bound to happen. So I would say move on.
So the boyfriend text a friend, or what was?
No, he was talking to a chick, and I guess she had a nigga or something already. He was like, "Hey, quit texting my chick, or I'm gonna come see you about her."
And so the person asking us a question is the guy that just
should he say something back or let it go?
Oh, you gotta let it go. Yeah, gotta let it go. Man.
Men be too prideful sometimes. They'd be like, "Who the hell you think you talking to?"
Yeah, I mean, but what you doing that? You just met this person, and you're already in a situation that you don't know where it's gonna end. Like, why are you fighting that hard for somebody you barely even know? Like, you act like this is your wife for 30 years, and y'all got family, kids, and you trying to figure it out. Like, you just met this chick. It's time to move on with your shit.
For real. Nigga trying to be, let it go, bro. Like I said, trying to be a tough guy. Hey, that nigga get you hurt.
What is it gonna do? What you gonna
nigga
solve?
text you talking about, I'm gonna come and see about her. Go, hey, that nigga dangerous.
You got it. My bad, sir.
Hey, yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I mean, he got your number somehow, right?
Yeah,
like,
nigga,
shit ain't just
for
pop
real.
up in his mind. He got it from
Nigga, you
the
can't
girl.
fight a switch, nigga. Let that nigga have it. For real. Just block him and move on. You see her out in public, go the opposite way. Don't ask no question. Like, yo, nigga text me. Don't even ask text that. Yo, nigga text me. Just leave it alone. Block her on all social media platforms. Yeah, shit.
When you ready for a relationship, you ain't gonna be around people like that. You know, you ain't gonna have people like that. You know, dudes like that. You know, from a distance, they already done said some slick shit. You know what I mean? You think it might be planned, but they really for real. And they pull some shit like that. You should never be around. You know, a girl that you want to be with should never be around niggas like that. That's my thing. So even if she was innocent, she like, he took my phone and all this other shit. Like, nah.
Why are you even
bad choice of friends. I'm good on that.
Right.
You know.
Hey, brother, that nigga already proved he'd die behind his old lady. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro. Just let it go. Go find you somebody nice and peaceful. Real shit. We're going to do one more. We're going to get to this game before it's all said and done. Where the next one at? Hold on, where's that? Hey, fellas, don't judge me too fast. I've been married for 6 years. My husband recently found out I have a separate savings account that he knew nothing about. I wasn't cheating. I wasn't spending money on another man. My mother always told me every woman should have money put away just in case life goes left. My husband says I've been planning my exit this whole marriage and that I don't trust him. I see it differently. I look at it as life like insurance. You hope you never need it, but you're glad it's there if something happens. Was I wrong for not telling him?
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah in the sense that you married him, you know, and you extended him that trust. And if it's that important for you to have a seed on the side, I think, and he the right person for you, I think he's gonna be like, hey, yo, just have it on the side. Appreciate you letting me know, but you ain't gonna need it. You know what I mean? But I think it hurts more to me for a man. I think it hurts more, or it bothers him more that you had that on this that I didn't know about, and what else now do I not know about? You know, that's the bigger. I don't think the money. Like, I'm thinking like if he married her and something was to go left, he okay with like, yeah, I need to make sure that she ain't, you know, messed up or nothing like that. I'm not trying to cripple this woman if we break apart or nothing like that. So like, I don't think the money itself was like that big a deal. I think it's just finding out that that's how she chose to go about it versus just saying, hey, yeah, I'm sacrificing this, this, and this, but I want to make sure that I got this on the side in case things go left. You know what I mean? Or we can write it into the whatever agreement here that, you know, I got this type of money saved up for me. So I ain't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? And then move on with it from there. But the way she went about it, it's going to be an issue. Especially that he found out, you know, she'd be lucky if he didn't, but the fact that he did, that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't believe in secrets when it comes to relationships. Be truthful about it. Still have your shit to the side, but be truthful about it because you don't know how I see it. You don't know what could happen, and he could be down bad. I got you at the end of the day. I feel like a relationship is always gonna, like that 50-50 conversation is just so dumb to me because one person is always going to need more of the other in different seasons. So that may have been a rainy day fund, you know, but the fact that you hid it from him, it just seems like it was some bad intent put behind it.
Yeah, I look at it too. Like
the assumptions now have to come out.
And you got all this money over here, and I'm pissed. Like, damn, man, I've been struggling trying to keep us afloat, and you got this whole money over here. You're like, you hiding from me?
Yeah. Even if you wasn't struggling, even if I just found out, like I'm doing my thing, I'm taking care of you, everything good, and we just somehow find out that you got this seed somewhere else. It's just like, I've been telling you everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I've been straightforward with you. And now, I lost a little bit of trust because now I don't know what else. What else is there that you thought just for a rainy day I might have this nigga on the side, or just for a rainy day I might have this on the side.
Your homeboy really your friend?
You know what I mean? Like everything can be a rainy day though. You know what I mean? Like now.
Real shit.
So that's where I would take it. Like you broke the trust of the relationship.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Like it's gonna be hard to get back. Like honestly, I see if y'all like even if y'all had separate accounts, like you got like the joint account where all the bills and everything come out. You got your own money over here for your need. You buy it yourself, and he got his own account. Like if you got a separate account for that, yeah, I can't trust you. Like you trying to make a little move on me.
Yeah,
you trying to run away with your best friend.
He heard about this one. Still heard about that.
Hey, good luck. I'm just saying. I know what I know what the dude felt like.
That fifth grade love affair done got you for the rest of your life.
Hey man, they say dudes get hurt in third grade. They hold on for the rest of their life. Yeah. Let's go. We got this game, man. Now we're gonna do the movie verse. Will Smith versus Denzel. So it's the verses for them actors.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna do movies and y'all gonna pick.
Okay. Round by round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's three of us. So whoever is gonna tiebreaker gonna win a round. You know
First round, what we got?
First round. Will Smith, iRobot, Denzel, Inside Man.
iRobot one of the movies I would say.
I can watch that anytime. Yeah. Anytime on TBS, I watch it.
So just overall, I'm just gonna put my bias out there. Denzel is my favorite actor.
Yeah.
But this is one where Will Smith did a hell of a job in iRobot to me.
Mm-hmm. I'll choose iRobot off Inside Man.
I'm gonna choose iRobot.
This might be the one I have to go with Will on this one. Yeah.
Hey, produce.
And Inside Man is. In fact, I'm going with Denzel, man.
Oh hell no.
I'm going with Denzel.
Let me see.
Inside Man is.
So
one
we
of my
win that
movies,
anyway. So we got that one. We 2 against 1. Round 2. Independence Day or Man on Fire. I know this is a hard one for me because I love Man on
Man
Fire.
on Fire. That's Denzel. I mean, Denzel might run it with it now. You know what I mean? But
But Independence Day, great though. Independence Day come on TNT.
Independence Day is great,
It's
but it's
hard.
more of it's more of the movie in it of itself. To me, Denzel made Man on Fire
Man on Fire was great.
what
though.
it is. You know what I mean? Will Smith was just playing an incredible movie and playing an incredible role in that movie. Independence Day was
I'm
just
gonna have to say Man on Fire.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough because I love
Yeah.
Independence Day, but Man on Fire is a.
But it just wasn't
sad.
like
he
Will
did-
Smith
he
made
did
it,
all
though.
that for that girl, and he died at the end for her. Yeah, that was.
yeah.
I'm going Man on Fire too.
Mhm.
So that's 3. That's he won that one. All right, round 3. I Am Legend or Flight.
I Am Legend. I'm sorry, that had me at the edge of my seat.
I'm gonna go with I Am Legend.
I'm going with I Am
I'm
Legend
going
too.
with I Am Legend. Denzel, this a good matchup. Denzel did his thing in Flight. It ain't like he
Flight,
just
yeah.
was whacking
But I'll
it. But I
watch
Am
I Am
Legend,
Legend over Flight.
he
Yeah.
made like the kind of what I was saying about Man on Fire versus Independence Day. I Am Legend. Will Smith made that movie like it wasn't just a typical zombie movie or whatever. Like Will Smith was acting his ass off.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Enemy of the State or John Q.
I'm gonna have to go John Q.
Ooh, I'm going with Enemy of the State.
That was a cool one.
It was good. It was good too. That,
Man.
Denzel was acting his ass off in that hospital. You say I gotta bury my son. I'm like,
Hey,
that
you-
shit about to bring tears to my eyes. Like, damn, my son gonna bury me. I ain't bury my son. Lip shaking and shit. Like damn, Denzel.
that was some good acting. I'm gonna have to say.
As a damn man, I keep saying Denzel my favorite, but Will Smith.
Enemy of the
getting
State was
somebody-
good as fuck, wasn't it?
Enemy of the State was good,
I
man.
can watch that anytime.
And
John
Will
Q.
Smith acting and it was making it though. I ain't gonna hold you up. Like Will Smith was putting on the show.
I'm gonna choose Enemy of the State over John Q because John Q had tug at your heartstring, but I'll watch Enemy of the State way more times than John Q.
I think it's the tech in me that's getting me on Enemy of the State, and I shouldn't even brought that in. But just being a computer scientist, I just feel like that's what because the movie to me is just more memorable, and then Will Smith acting in it too. John Q, don't get me wrong, it's like all the other ones. They all do a phenomenal job, but
They do.
I'm gonna just go with. I'm gonna have to go with Will on this one.
Enemy of the
Jalyn,
State.
what you got?
She said John Q.
John Q.
John Q.
Yeah,
All right.
that really had me.
Bad Boys or Glory? Man, when Denzel said I ain't never gonna hold that flag, then that nigga got shot. Denzel picked up that flag. I'm like, man. But I'm gonna go with Bad Boys because Glory was more of a symbol with Morgan Freeman and all them other people. I'm picking Bad Boys.
I'm gonna have to say that.
Glory was a strong movie though. That was
we
good.
keep getting
Denzel
here.
said I never hold this flag, and that nigga.
Somehow these movies is matched up really well.
Yeah, it is. It's hard.
It's not clear winners, but yeah, I think Bad Boys, that first one especially.
He's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one.
Bad Boys. All right, Bad Boys 2 or The Hurricane? I ain't gonna lie, I never watched Hurricane, so I'm going Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back.
That's the boxing one, right? And he got to go to jail? Yeah, I never watched that.
I like that one.
I thought Denzel was gonna take this, but looking like Will getting it.
But Denzel, I feel like Denzel was a better.
I'm
Of
going
course,
with,
Denzel-
so
I would
I'm
definitely
going
put
with
Denzel
on
as a
this
better
one. I'm
actor.
going with Denzel on the Hurricane because I feel like with both of the Bad Boys, now that I kind of think about it, Martin Lawrence made both of them kind
Hell
of
no.
rise up. You know what I mean? Not to say that Martin Lawrence was a better actor. I'm saying them two together
It was a great duo.
was a great duo. You know what I mean? We talking about movies where Denzel is carrying a movie. You know what I mean? So I'm going with him on the Hurricane. As the
I
better
agree with
actor.
Bad Boys. Like same with Glory. Like I said, Denzel had multiple other actors in Glory. Same with Bad Boys. Martin was okay.
Yeah.
I'm still going Bad Boys too, though. All right, Man in Black 2 or Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans.
Yeah, I'm going to
Remember the Titans.
I'm going to Remember the Titans too.
Okay.
All right,
Training Day.
King Richard or Training Day?
Already know
You know,
Training
King
Day.
Richard's that he was Serena and Venus' daddy. That was a good ass movie too.
I knew Training Day
It
was about
was
to come
a
up.
good movie, but it's not better than Training Day. I don't
Yeah.
think so. That one.
I go with Training Day.
Training Day I knew had to be on here. And yeah, I'm going with Training Day.
All right, Ali or American Gangster?
American Gangster.
I'm going,
I would have liked to see
I'm
Ali
going-
and Training Day go up against each other.
Yeah,
But
that's-
yeah. American
I'm going
Gangster.
Ali. I feel like Will Smith he should have won an Oscar for that one. That motherfucker was acting his ass off in Ali. I'm
The
picking
problem
Ali.
though is that's the American Gangster Denzel was one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
That was good. It was good.
that's why I'm saying like if it could have some of these would have moved around.
Yeah.
But no, you find them at the right time and they cancel each other out. So yeah, I like American Gangster, man. So we got what, 2 and you got Ali?
Yeah. Pursuit of Happiness or Malcolm X?
Damn.
I'm going Pursuit of Happiness.
Damn, man. Will ain't no.
I have to say Malcolm X.
Will ain't. Hey, Will ain't no joke out here, dog. Even though Denzel's still my favorite, Will like throwing some haymakers in
Pursuit
this
of
boy.
Happiness, man. When he was in that bathroom,
Oh,
up
that
there,
was
boy.
Yeah.
When he borrowed that lent that man his
That's
last
a tearjerker, dog.
Yeah,
that was a tearjerker.
When he lent that man his
But that's
last
like
$5.
John Q.
Yeah.
I think Pursuit of Happiness or John Q.
That would have been
Yeah.
better.
That would've
That'd have been a good matchup.
That would have been a better
Some of these
matchup.
would have been good
Yeah,
better
John Q and
matchups,
Pursuit, that would have been a great matchup.
Yeah, but they just kind of like hit against the wrong.
Yeah, Pursuit
like,
of Happiness. I still would have chose Pursuit of Happiness over John Q though.
Like that John Q hit up against Emmy State, and that just was like a tough one.
Yeah.
dog.
Yep. So that's final question. So what's the total? Man? Who got the final
Oh,
question?
wait. What we got on the last one? I want Pursuit of Happiness. I'm sorry.
And there's way more movies you probably could pick too, because like Denzel had.
Anybody pick Malcolm X?
I did.
She did.
Okay, so we got two.
Denzel had some other great movies too. Like Fences was great by Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Other movies we missed on Denzel.
So winners by the round, we got Will Smith winning round 10, 2-1.
So what's that?
Just 2-1. He got that round. Round 9, 2-1. Denzel, American Gangster got 2. Ali got 1. Round 8, it was 3-0. Denzel, Training Day over King Richard. Round
Will Smith
7.
won. He got a 6 out of 10 rounds.
Okay, you calculated.
I just counted them.
Okay.
Though I went through what's name and see got more on Will Smith than Denzel.
Okay, bet. So Will Smith won what 6-4?
6-4.
6-4. Man, that's crazy, dog.
I think because we just enjoy the movies more. But overall, we all agree that Denzel is a better actor.
Yeah, I think again, Bad Boys it's had a lot of talented actors in it and everything like that. It makes it a more rememberable movie. But when you get down to some of these, like the John Q's and some of the acting that Denzel did by himself in a lot of these movies was incredible. It wasn't a whole production. Like Independence Day was a whole production.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Michael Bay.
But Flight, Denzel in Flight, crazy. You know what I mean? Like he be carrying movies, dog.
He do carry movies. What's that? Roman Pierce. He had a lot of great movies, man. Denzel is Equalizer. Equalizer great. Like that ain't even on the list. What else? I ain't watched Highest
I Am Legend. What would you do with I Am Legend versus Equalizer?
Equalizer.
I
Man,
Am Legend.
Equalizer, man, that scene when he was in that restaurant, like, man, tell me who you see, man. What else?
I ain't gonna lie, he was cold. He was cold in Equalizer.
That nigga told me, like, tell me who you see when you
Over
hit that
I Am
watch,
Legend?
He said,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Over I Am Legend?
Yes, nigga,
Nah.
that whole restaurant scene after he killed them dudes in the bathroom, he came down and told a story about this man's whole life.
We
Then he
ain't gonna
said,
debate whether it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
It's better than that.
And I Am Legend?
Yes, hands down.
The first one?
Yes,
I don't know.
yes, dog.
I don't know. I feel like we've seen too many movies like that
Shit, we
to
got
that point.
the Book of Eli. That was a good movie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Deja Vu was another.
Deja Vu
went
crazy. Yeah,
Yes,
Deja Vu
that was my movie.
is a movie like that could have went up against a lot of these. Unfortunately, it wasn't in here, but
So you probably put up the Magnificent Seven against like Bad Boys, another like action movie against an action movie.
yeah,
No, he had that was a good movie. Safe House was good with Ryan Reynolds.
yeah, that was a good one.
And he died in there. That was great. The Great Debaters, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Shoot. Got Antoine Fisher. Shoot, he got Game. We got a lot of movies, man.
He got game. That was a good one.
Yeah, but I guess Denzel was leading the movie.
And Mo Better Blues, shit. We got some movies, man.
Highest to Lowest was a good movie too.
I seen it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. I ain't watched that one. It was good.
I was not expecting it to go that way, but it was a pretty good movie.
Okay.
Damn, but 6-4 though.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking Denzel was gonna take it, but I think we just.
I think too, but when he got off to an early Will Smith start, I'm like, damn, this shit crazy.
Yeah, Will Smith I feel like he just got better, like more. I guess it's just more enjoyable movies, like action packed movies. You know.
And then to his credit and to Denzel's credit, Will Smith's movies came later. Like his blockbusters came a little bit later than Denzel's. You know, the Man on Fire and some of these came before all the production and shit and marketing went into his movies. You know, later in his career, the Equalizers and stuff came. But like early in his career, he was having hits that wasn't as marketed or produced.
Right.
Like Will Smith shit was. So I mean, that might play a little bit of role.
I agree with that, I agree with that. But yeah, that's it, man. You got anything to say?
No, I appreciate you guys for letting me join you.
No problem,
Great
man.
time.
Thank you. I'm glad you came and rocked out with us, man.
Heavy is the Head podcast. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Episode 25. We didn't even shout that out at the beginning of the show, man. Episode 25. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Heavy is the Head pod. Jalen, what's your handle? You want to shout it out?
Socials.
My social is, it's kind of hard. It's juicy. I'm pretty sure they're going to put it in. But it's juicy, extra E.
All right. Shout out to Jalen, the Budtender. If y'all are looking to get into that, man, y'all know where to go for it. Cognac, man. So 25 way, ready to rock it out.
Yeah, we out, man. It's Heavy as Hell, baby. We out.
Prime, baby.